to join us on the socials for his second CH-47 roll demonstration flight. Today we're proud to work with Joint Helicopter Support Squadron, JHSS, who stand ready to deploy anywhere in the world to support UK helicopter operations. Also joining the team this year is 7-Power Royal Horse Artillery. As part of the Army's 16-hour assault brigade, 7-Power provide elite air mobile artillery support to the UK's paratrooper capability. You can now see the Chinook Mark 6 Alpha approaching from crowd left. Underslung beneath the aircraft is a 105mm L118 light gun and a pin scanner, the last gun tractor, occupying two of the aircraft's three external cargo hoods. With a combined weight of 5 tons, this constitutes less than half of the aircraft's maximum payload, which can comprise a variety of configurations, including item containers, armored vehicles, or even every aircraft in the Army Air Force fleet. Having a job today, roll their attachments as well. This process requires trust, skill, and years of experience to perfect, as well as the ability to count back and return, a high-function skill for a Chinook crewman. With the external loads now gone, the crew land on to release an internally loaded support equipment. On top of its impressive external loading capability, the Chinook's tandem rotor design gives it a large internal loading area. The Chinook's cabin can carry side-by-side buggies, land rovers, or even rigid inflatable boats, dispatched from out of sight and sound range to support Royal Marine and Special Boat Service raids. When speed is paramount, smaller vehicles like quad bikes, motorcycles, or even e-bikes can be off the ramp and on task in mere seconds. Internal loads must be securely retrained for the hardest maneuvering at low altitude. So releasing them quickly is an important skill for a Chinook crewman, enabling the aircraft to get away from the landing site and safely back on the move quickly. Having supplied the gun team with ammunition, our 7-Power quad bikes will head to the cloud line to resupply you with some roll demo stash. To minimize the threat of enemy fire. The Chinook's two powerful Honeywell engines and tandem rotor design enable it to climb or accelerate very quickly to a maximum speed of 150 knots or 185 miles per hour. It stays low to avoid detection by enemy sensors and to make it harder for conventional weapons to take an accurate shot at the aircraft. With the aircraft clear of the landing site, the 7-Power team rapidly de-rig the gun and pin scanner in preparation for firing. Out to left now, Bernie will reposition the aircraft with a wing over. Chinook must be blown dynamically and aggressively very close to the ground, so mastering coordinated maneuvers like this is vital to developing the skills required to maintain control of the aircraft in a threat environment. Now let's see the plane time with a brief The agility and power of the Chinook make it a real pleasure to fly and enable it to perform well in high temperature or high altitude conditions and to carry heavier protective kit. Prepared for combat, Chinook boasts a layer of ballistic armour up to the windows, a rear-facing M60 machine gun and a pair of M134 miniguns for fortified protection. Now, let's bring those weapons to bear in a top-burning profile. As the starboard gun reaches the end of its weapons arc, he brings the M60 on the ramp to bear on the target. Facing barrels with a sound almost as iconic as the Chinook itself. A veteran of the Vietnam War, the M60 makes up for its slower rate of fire with solid dependability. Now fully established on their firing point, the 7-power gun team will execute their fire mission. On the modern battlefield, enemy counter-battery fire can be brought to bear on them. Their ability to launch an attack rapidly and with deadly accuracy is what makes 7-power so survivable and ready for the modern battlefield. Once complete, they'll hook the gun to the Pinzgauer and egress the threat area pronto. Meanwhile, Worley extends to crown right for another wingover to reposition the aircraft for the next manoeuvre, but not before checking the crew and aircraft for injuries or battle damage. Chinook is a remarkably resilient aircraft, able to defeat a range of heat-seeking missile threats with a multi-layered missile warning system and a cocktail of advanced flares. When the aircraft is hit, it's proven well able to soak up serious damage, including direct hits from rocket-propelled grenades. Now the crew approaches from crowd right for a nose-down quick stop, bringing the aircraft to a halt from cruising speed in just a few seconds with the helicopter equivalent of a handbrake turn. We'll back on the stage to commence the acceleration, bringing the aircraft to around the stage. Monitoring its aircraft mechanical systems, maintaining lookout for enemy forces and marshalling external loads, as well as ensuring cargo, troops or casualties in the cabin. Captain has already proved his bravery as a best of excellent preparation for the modern battlefield. Now Worley pulls to maximum power for the dawn climb. It has no tactical application of the children. It is used to show the power of the jet, improving another helicopter type. All of the aircraft sadly now out of service, but like the Chinook, continues to get the job done. Having climbed safely, it's flamboyantly as for the range of small arms fire. Worley will bring the aircraft back down to ground centre with a tactical descent. In low-tech threat environments, aircraft are safest either at high altitude or down very low to the ground, where they're harder to see. Worley manoeuvres the aircraft in the descent to make himself a more difficult target. For real, this would involve numerous changes of direction at high angles of bank, and can be a handful to control in hot or high conditions. Supporting Chinook operations, both at air shows and at war, is an expert carder, and even conducting major repairs under enemy fire and in extreme environmental conditions. Chinook engineers are highly skilled and ready for anything. If the aircraft loses an engine to battle damage, Chinook has the performance to maintain flight and escape the threat area on the one remaining engine. But slowing the aircraft down to a hover requires a lot of power, so crews train to land on the aft wheel at speed like a fixed-wing aeroplane, conserving energy to get the aircraft safely onto the ground when anything else is finished. Safely on the runway, whirling through the aerodynamic qualities of the Chinook to balance on its aft wheel. This technique can also be used to land on steep slopes or ledges. Much like reversing a car, the aircraft gets increasingly twisted as speed builds, so smooth, calm handling is required to keep its safety and efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, we conclude the 2026 Chinook World Demonstration. Whirling brings the aircraft up to ground centre for a goodbye bow. Now prepare to transition over the shoulder to the front as we finish the display program for the Cosford Air Show. So, thanks very much for sticking it out to the thicker end with us today. You've been absolutely brilliant, and we have been the 2026 RAF Chinook Raw Demonstration Team. Have a safe journey home, and we look forward to evacuating you all from a war zone very soon.
Sean, thank you so much, and what a splendid way.